Malo, welcome to question 2 of the 2019 mock exam. Let's get into it. Solve. Solve means find the value of x. What type of equation is this? There is an x in it and there is no x squared. So it is a linear equation. Linear means you get x's on one side and numbers on the other side. So, you'll also notice there's an inequality in here, less than or equal to 12. Inequalities are annoying, and the best way to deal with them is keep your x's positive. So right now here we have negative 3x. Remember, the negative belongs to the numbers following it. We have negative 3x. I don't like that. So I'm going to add 3x to both sides. Now I've only got positive x's. Now I have to get rid of this 12, so I'm going to take away 12 from both sides. 3x equals 13. And then finally to get x by itself, I have to divide by 3. So x is greater or equal to 13 divided by 3. Now that is perfectly fine. No calculators allowed. Fractions are fine. That is the final answer. Just leave it as a so-called improper fraction, where the numerator is bigger than the denominator. That is all good. Okay. Now moving on. This question here, there's a few words you have to get past, but it's a pretty sweet question. So, the surface area of a small basketball is given by the formula surface area equals 4 pi r cubed. Find the surface area of a basketball that has a radius r of 10. So you actually don't need to understand anything about basketballs or volume, because they've told you the formula. The surface area is 4 times pi times the radius cubed. And they've told you the radius. Remember, pi is a number, not the variable, so it's not a problem. So I'm just going to substitute r equals 10. 4 times pi times 10 cubed. 10 cubed is 1,000. 4 times 1,000 is 4,000. So the final answer is 4,000 pi. Leave pi as pi. Don't turn pi into some decimal. You are allowed, just like you're allowed fractions in the final answer, you're allowed pi in the final answer. So that is the final answer. The surface area is 400 pi. Done. Okay, next question. Simplify. Simplify can mean a few different things. If you've got fractions, here we've got 2 fractions, we're going to turn them into 1 fraction. Now, to add or subtract fractions, you need the same denominator. The easiest way to find a new denominator is to multiply the 2 current denominators together. 3 times 4x is 12x. This will work every time. There's sometimes a better lowest common multiple, but this will work every time. Our new denominator is going to be 12x. So the left-hand one, I had to multiply that by 4x. 5 times 4x is 20x. The right-hand side fraction, I had to multiply it by 3 to get from 4x to 12x. So I'll have to do the same to the top. I've now created equivalent fractions, but with the same denominator. Now, be careful with this minus sign when you're putting them together. So I'm just going to write out in full 20x minus 3 lots of x minus 2, all divided by 20x. As we talked about just before, the negative belongs to the thing after it. So we have negative 3 lots of x minus 2. So I get 20x minus 3 times x is minus 3x. Minus 3 times minus 2 is positive 6. Now I'm going to gather together my like terms. 20x minus 3x is 17x plus 6 divided by 20x. That is your final answer. Well done, and I will end the video here.